Hi, good evening. I am Poem Praise to Peace and blessings to you. I like to welcome you to our evening read. For this evening, we are going to go ahead and get into Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. Currently, right now, this is going to be take number 2 of the section of chapter 8, Sacred Movements. Which sacred movements, I'm going to let you know which gateway we're in. I believe it is going to be gateway number 3. That is correct. And we started the section on our last take. It was throughout my life, it was dance that healed me. That was take 1. This is take 2 of this section. Yes, it's going to take us more than one take to actually complete this section. But let us go ahead and to take number 2. And again, I'll show you a picture of Queen Afua. There she is. That's beautiful. This take for you I have. It reads as such. Dance once saved my life. I was riding my bicycle home after teaching a dance class in Bedford Study Vested section of Brooklyn, when suddenly a large, fast-moving car struck my bicycle. Time stood still. A voice from deep within me spoke and said, "Dance. You won't die if you just dance." I released the bicycle, extended my arms, pointed my feet, and did a classic swan dive across the hood of the car. The driver and I stared at each other through opposite sides of the windshield. After a few moments, I climbed down off the hood, retrieved my battered bicycle, and went home. If I had tensed my body, I'm sure I would have been injured badly and probably hospitalized. I will admit, I was a little shaken up, but I knew I hadn't suffered even a scratch because I had danced. I offered deep gratitude for such a life-saving gift. I've been dancing since my teens. I was dancing, healing with Sylvia Forte Dance Company in the late 1970s, filled with the rhythms of Brazilian and Haitian dance as we performed Yon Valu. During this time, I danced and acted with the Demigods Theatrical Company, directed by Joseph Walker. I danced at a Yoruba ritual with Baba Ishangi, a master spiritualist and teacher of African culture. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Orishas danced through us to help heal souls in great need. I danced for the grandfather and grandmother spirits at the Native American Sundance and Sweat Lodges in South Dakota. I danced at the Hare Krishna Temple with Halandini Shakti Das, my longtime spiritual friend, to help raise Krishna consciousness. I danced with my family at my grandmother and grandfather's church in Louisiana as we shouted in praise of Jesus, the great healer and light. I danced with the Aluntunji Dance Company as his drums of passion rocked my soul. I danced a spirit dance at a funeral, a homecoming ceremony in Ghana, West Africa, with Joe Menza and his family. I danced and healed through African dance classes with Professor Doris Green at Brooklyn College and Charles Moore and Park Slope and Chuck Davis up in Harlem and Denny Zulu over in Queens. And there was jazz dance with Alvin Haley and Dunham dance with Joan Peters and ballet dancing with Aja and Juju spirit dance with Bernadine at the Sma Tawi Center. I performed the dance of the womb at sister to sisters gatherings and at birthing ceremonies, naming ceremonies, and Kemetic rituals. I danced to bring forth the indwelling healer to work up a divine mojo, resolve conflicts, create new conditions, or purge out negative juju imposed on me by this society. I dance through my house like I'm talking with a kick. And I spin twice through the hallway to the bathroom as I run the water into my tub. Then I leap into the kitchen lavatory and spin my arms around the pot of tea. I dance into my children's room, sending good vibes into their atmosphere. One day, my mother was not feeling well. My mother was not feeling like herself. And she asked Helen, "Could you dance for me?" It seemed dance made her as happy as it did me. In between writing these pages, I've gotten up off the floor where I write most of the time and started dancing to move and stir my creative juices so that I could go and write some more. If you're an artist, are a sacred woman, and we're tight, I'm going to talk you into taking a dance class with me. I've shared my dancing spirit with Erica Badu, Hazel Goodman, and Princess. I almost persuaded my beloved client Ben Rodrine to take a Dunham dance class with me. To this day, my eldest son, Supernova, and I dance at Alvin Ailey's School of Dance so we can summon some extra healing in our times of need. When you combine cleansing and dance, you create a blissfully charged combination that's beyond words. Dance has always been intertwined within my healing work because for me, there is no separation between me and my dance. You see, in African culture, our spiritual lifestyle, our rituals and ceremonies have always been expressed through dance from the beginning of time. In my mama and daddy's day, they released their woes and expressed their joys through the jig and the Lindy Hop. I'm just maintaining my tradition. And it continues to feed me. I found that as long as you keep dancing and keep your body flowing and moving, diseases of the body, mind, and spirit cannot set in. And mental and emotional disturbances have no place to fester. A sickness shows up in the body that doesn't go with the flow. But if you actively purify, fast, pray, and do spirit dancing, then aches and pains, physical energy blocks, a broken heart, and even high blood pressure can be flushed out of your system. So go forth and dance with the ancestors that have gone before you have danced. Dance and shake off the madness and the blues of the unnatural society we live in. For spirit dance contains a nature cure that modern medical science cannot duplicate. I will never forget a particular web Renput festival, which falls during the month of my birth. All day, our African committed community celebrated our new year through drums, tambourines, bells, hesi, chants, spoken word, fashion, drama, and prayers. And then we danced. We danced led by Abdel Salam, the priest of Harlem's Shrine of Best, a master dancer, choreographer, and director of the Forces of Nature, a world-renowned dance company that represents our culture at its best. Abdel took our village through a healing dance ritual. He called forth 7 brothers and 7 sisters to face one another. Men on one side of the room and women on the other side. The dancers did as he asked, even though no one was sure what was to take place. He then told us, we are African people. We, as African people, used to dance in many ways, for many reasons, such as resolving conflicts, settling arguments, and disputes between man and woman, between husband and wife. So dance became the conduit in our culture for resolving heated emotional conflicts between the sexes. Then Abdel gave a sign to begin the healing ritual, and the couples paired off, ready for the duel. He reached his hands up toward the sky, toward Mother Newt, as the drums began to roll. Then he dropped his hands down to the earth. Father Geb, and the dance battle was won. I'm going to complete this second take right there. Stay tuned to Poem Praise 2 for take number 3 of this section of chapter 8. Throughout my life, it was dance that healed me. You can certainly go ahead and give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe if you're not a subscriber as of yet. I do thank you for viewing this video to this time. And hit that notification bell. You know when Poem Praise 2, is coming with something new for you. So let us continue to heal, it beeth thy will. Poem Praise 2. I'll talk and I'll see you later, y'all. Till next time. Later, y'all.